Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. And welcome to our Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 488. As you can tell, I'm sick and I've been sick. I just got home from Germany and Creative World and I brought a friend home with me. Now, I've tested fine and everybody in my family is tested fine, but I've definitely got a cold going on. So I ask that you just kind of hang with me. Oh, wait. I ask that you just kind of hang with me and bear with me, that I might sound a little bit odd, but trust me, the enthusiasm is still there. Absolutely. Wahoo kachoo. Now, I have taken cold medicine, so this should be a very interesting class. I'm starting to feel it take effect a little bit. So, gosh, I never really thought about what I said before, because this is an unscripted, unedited YouTube. I don't voice over or come back in and edit out the parts, but I suppose this could go one of two ways today. Time will just tell. Whatever comes out of my mouth just kind of comes out of my mouth, and I look at you and go. So, I have winner chicken dinner to tell you about. I have got not one global launch, not two global launch, but three worldwide launches for 3 different manufacturers in this YouTube class. And that's one of the reasons why I couldn't postpone it. I had negotiated these launches a while ago, and I love the product, and I made a commitment to the manufacturers, and I make a commitment to you that we're going to spend every Saturday morning together to the best of my ability. And well, so far I'm still upright. So we're gonna plow through and we're gonna do this today. I think you're going to love everything I have for you. And in fact, I have a little, my negotiating skills went right and then took left and then came back and swung around until I finally got it, what I wanted for you. So I'm glad that my persistence paid off, and I think you will see why. Now, because I'm sick, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to walk you through each of the different items in the global launches: Creative Expressions, Jacquard, and Sizzix. So I'm going to work with each one of those products individually. And then I'm going to tie them all together in this beautiful package with this stunning bow that is going to make your heart happy when you see how they all come together to just elevate your crafting in a way you might not have thought about. Love all of it. And the best part is the Creative Expressions embossing folders are so reasonably priced. The Lumiere is so reasonably priced. And then the Sizzix, well, I did some negotiating. Very proud of myself, let me tell you. You'll have to wait and see. So first things first, I have winner chicken dinner. Now there should be 4 winners, and there is. I have 2 that are printed and 2 that are not. I don't know why I didn't print the other 2, but I'm assuming that the cold medicine had something to do with that. So I have the other 2 on my phone, and I will pull them up on my phone so we can announce all 4 winners. Let me pull them up on my phone. Hold on. Oh, NBC is looking for me. Calling all comedy fans. Okay. Let's see. So winner chicken dinner. Is this the second? Yes, okay. So our first winner chicken dinners, we had 4 of them. And the reason why we have 4 this week is because I was in Germany last week, and taped the YouTube early. So I had to tape it before I left for Germany, and that obviously wouldn't give everybody enough time to get their comments in. So I have got winners from 486 and 487. Our first winner from 486 is Judith Norton. Congratulations, Judith Norton. Usually I hold up, can I do that? Usually I hold up, oh, I can maybe do this. Usually I hold up the piece of paper so you can see your name, but maybe I can do this. I can't tell if you can see it, but Judith, there you are. You're a winner chicken dinner. Congratulations. But you're not alone, Judith. Our second winner from that YouTube is Natalie. Natalie Sandler. Natalie Sandler. Congratulations, Natalie. Is that you? Do you see your name there? Wahoo Kachoo. You are a winner chicken dinner. You and Judith. And there's Judith. So, the $25 has already been placed in your online account because that is what we do. We do a $25 gift card for 2 winners every single YouTube, and we place it in your online account for you to spend any way that makes your heart happy. However, I have 2 more to go from YouTube number 487. Are you ready? Our first winner is Linda. Linda Carruthers? Linda Carruthers. I'm going to go with Linda Carruthers. Linda, is that you? See, this feels much more like me. Linda, is that you? Congratulations if it is. You are a winner of a $25 gift card that is already in your online account. Congratulations. Spend it any way that makes your heart happy. Our next winner is Michelle. Michelle Cuppy. Congratulations, Michelle. Wahoo Kachoo for you. You also have a $25 gift card. Way to go, Michelle. So we've got Judith Norton, we've got Natalie Sandler, we've got Linda Carruthers, and Michelle Cuppy. All of you should be standing up right now. You don't want me to stand up. I might just go woo. But you all should be standing up during the winner chicken dinner dance. Are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, Kachoo. For you. Congratulations to all 4 of you. And if you want a chance to be a winner chicken dinner, it's simple. All you have to do is post a comment below me. Not during the live chat. The live chat comments don't count. But below me, there's a place to leave a comment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave your comment. And we pick 2 winners every YouTube. You just never know when it's going to be your turn. And gosh, it's a new year. So lots of opportunities for you. Don't forget to subscribe and post that comment. And the comment can be about anything. Anything that's polite or funny or kind, thoughtful. It doesn't have to be about me. It doesn't have to be about the class. It can be about your family, your fur babies. It can be sharing a story or a happy moment. Or it can be telling us that maybe you're going through some difficult times. And you will see that people will respond to you. We are a community here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. So post your comments, have a chance to be a winner chicken dinner, and $25 may be coming your way. I mean, $25 of free money is, well, $25 of free money, and gosh, that would almost get you. That would almost get you. Ooh. Okay, so let me turn this back so I can see what I'm doing. One moment, please, while I readjust my phone so I know where I'm at. There we go. Oh, that did not. There we go. So now, today, what do we have in store for you? I have got a little bit of everything with these 3 global launches. I've got paints and inks. I have got embossing folders. We're even going to play with a jelly press, a gel press. I've got tools for you. And I think the best way for me to do this is to start with one product, show you a little bit about it, move to the next product, show you a little bit about it, move to the last product, show you a little bit about it, and then come back and marry them all together so you can see how they work so well together. There's going to be something in this YouTube for absolutely everybody. There's going to be something for basic crafters who have never seen card making before. This is all brand new to you. And there's going to be something for the most experienced crafter. Everybody starts out as a basic newbie crafter and grows into their creativity. So you may start here, but you may find yourself working into, wow, I can do that. And yes, everything I show you on my videos, you can do. Absolutely. Now, I think I'm going to start with the global launch of Creative Expressions and their 4 new 3D embossing folders. We are the first to have them. We are launching them for Creative Expressions. Oh, I can feel my nose. We're launching them for Creative Expressions, and they're beautiful. You know they're beautiful. Creative Expressions is known for doing pretty. So I'm going to take you there first, and I'm going to start very easy and just show you how lovely they are on specialty paper for those who have never seen embossing before. Then I'm going to move into the Lumiere paints from Jacquard. Now, we've done Lumiere paints before, and again, they're beautiful paints, highly pigmented, highly metallic, and now I have got these 4 planetary colors that when you see them on black, get ready to swoon. And then we'll move into the Sizzix tools. And I'm going to walk you through those Sizzix tools and show you what my negotiating skills got for you all. I'm so proud of myself. And then we'll come back and we'll tie them all together. Are you ready to get started? Let me get a drink. Girl's got a job to do. She made commitments to you. She made commitments to the manufacturers, and we're just going to rock this out. Are you ready to rock it out? Okay, down we go. Told you the cold medicine's starting to kick in. All right, down we go. Let's get started for today. It's good to see everybody. You're all like, oh, she is a little loopy. Well, just a little bit. I don't generally get sick, and I don't generally take medication. So when I do, it's like a wow for me. Okay, so Creative Expressions, 4 new beautiful, the images are very small on the back, 4 new beautiful embossing folders, 3D. They are 6x6, but the pricing is holy smokes artichokes. Wow. So this one is Butterfly Garden. I've got Cosmo Bouquet. I've got Peony Blossoms. And I've got Lovely Lilies. Now, I want to say that on sale, they're somewhere around $7 each, which for a 3D embossing folder, you all know is holy smokes artichokes. That's an amazing price. And yes, we've got them on an I Want It All without question. Back just up, back just a little bit, and maybe down just a little bit more. Okay, so we've got them on an I Want It All, or if there's one that you love, 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 you can get just one. So I'm going to roll these through, and I'm going to show you how to use them. We're going to go very simple, and I'm just going to use some specialty paper from Sizzix today, just so you can see how beautiful they are all on their own, and how to use a 3D embossing folder through a Sizzix Big Shot machine. So let's pull over. I'm going to use the gold paper. In fact, we'll go ahead. I'll do the gold and the silver and the, I wonder if I have any rose gold here. Ooh, let's see. Hold, please. Let's see if I've got any rose gold paper here. Charcoal. Oh, I do. Let's grab some of this rose gold paper too, because that's just yummy. All right, so I'm going to do some rose gold. And we'll do the gold and the silver and the rose gold. I'll add that in just in case you didn't have, oh, and the charcoal. Maybe we'll do the 4. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So I've got my embossing folder. I've got my paper. The thing about the Creative Expressions embossing folders is that they don't necessarily index their folders. I don't know why. When I say index, I mean put a name down at the bottom so you know which way is up. Why is that important? If you're using a piece of paper that is single-sided, like this specialty paper, well, you want to make sure that the side you want on your card is the side that's facing you. And embossing folders do have 2 sides. They have an embossed side and they have a debossed side. So being that this paper is gold on one side and white on the other, if I want the gold to be what I see on my finished product, I want to make sure that the part of the embossing folder that's bumpy, that's raised up, is what I put my paper against and close it up. Because when I send this through my Big Shot machine, it's going to force that impression. It's going to force this raised up area to push into this depressed area, making an embossing. Super simple. Now, if we're using two-sided paper, doesn't make a difference because you flip it over, it's not going to make a difference. In fact, let's grab a sheet of double-sided paper. Oh, here, rose gold. So pretty. So same, both sides. It isn't going to make any difference which side I use. Let's bring over my Big Shot machine and let's run it on through. So this is a Sizzix Big Shot machine. It's the standard width. It's a 6-inch width. It's a crank. Let me go back just a little bit. So this isn't one of the push the button. It actually has a handle that you crank through, 6 inches wide, fits about 90% of the product on the market. They do have a wider machine. They have the switch. They have the plus where you're going to go 8 inches wide, giving you more of an opportunity to do bigger dies or bigger embossing folders, or to just have a bigger workspace. However, if you're just looking for a everyday workhorse, the Sizzix Big Shot machine is definitely going to do the job for you. Now, what comes with your machine is a base platform and a solo shim, along with two clear cutting pads. That's what's going to come with your machine, and it's going to allow you to start die cutting right away. Right away. We have a bundle for our Sizzix Big Shot machine where we include other dies and extras so that you can start with something, because if you just get the standard Big Shot machine, it doesn't come with any dies. So we've got a whole starter kit for you. But if you're using this machine and you want to do a 3D embossing folder, typically we always sandwich everything in our Big Shot machine. Typically we take 2 cut plates and we sandwich everything between those 2 cut plates and send it on through. A 3D embossing folder is a little different because it is a little thicker than most. So if I was to take my base plate and put it down and go ahead and put a clear plate down like we normally would, and my 3D embossing folder, and then another cut plate, and send it on through, my machine would say no, it will not take it. Do not force it. It just doesn't want to go. It's telling me it's too thick. So then my opportunity is to, well, I could remove one of my clear plates and try that and send that through. And you're like, oh, that doesn't have any tension at all. Is that even doing anything? It feels too loose. Nope, hardly anything at all. So then my only other option is to bring back my solo shim, put my plate back down, and one clear plate. You shouldn't be afraid of figuring out what sandwiches work within your machine. You only have so many options, and the machine is going to tell you, no, 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 I don't like it. It's too tight, or it's too loose. I need a little bit more. Now that's rolling through. Nice, that works. Oh, see, isn't that pretty? And remember, I said the paper is the same on both sides. So this is an embossed side. See how the image is raised up as opposed to a debossed side. Now my image is sunk down into. When you have paper that's double-sided, you choose which one you want. You have that option. But when you're talking about paper that is single-sided, like a lot of specialty paper, you have to decide, well, do you want the embossed or the debossed? So let's do both. Now, I know my sandwich is, and in fact, they do show it here for a 3D embossing folder. Usually they give you almost all the instructions you need right on that base platform that comes with your Sizzix machine. So I'm going to put my solo shim down because I need it. I may not need my solo shim with somebody else's 3D embossing folders, but with Creative Expressions, I need it. I'm going to put my plate with my paper down, and I'm going to send it on through. So I've got my embossing folder with my Sizzix opulent paper in there, and send it on through. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay, right? Is that beautiful? Look at how raised it is. That is amazing. That is a 3D embossing folder. But let's grab that gold again. And I'm going to do the debossed side so you can see apples to apples. So let's cut a piece out. And let's send it on through. This time, I'm going to want to do the debossed side. So here is the side that has the raised image. And when I put my first one through, I put the back of my paper against that. This time, I'm going to put the back of my paper against the image that is sunk in. And if there's ever a question, it's easy to just take two little pieces of paper, some leftovers of something, and go ahead and do both sides of your embossing folder so that you can remember what it looks like on both sides and just store it with it. Roll it on through. So now I'm going to get a debossed image. And then you get the option of deciding which one you like better. So debossed, embossed. They both are beautiful, but because the paper is single-sided, it does make a difference which way you put it into the folder, and because the folders aren't indexed, they don't put Creative Expressions down on the front. You may want to just get a little labeler or a little Sharpie and put, front or embossed, emboss up. And that way you know, oh, okay. When I do it this way, when I put my paper in this way, I'm going to get an embossed side. When I put my paper in this way, I'm going to get a debossed. Now again, if you're using paper that is double-sided, it's not going to make a difference. But when you're using specialty paper, and 3D folders look amazing in specialty paper, you want to know what you're going to get when you get it, right? Absolutely. So that's the butterfly. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to run them all through so you can see them. Let's do the peony. And let's grab maybe some silver. Or let's grab the rose gold. And So this is my emboss side. Now this one I'm not sure you're going to be able to tell too much of a difference. We'll do it emboss and deboss so you can see. So embossing folders are one of the most inexpensive ways to craft. The machine, yes, the machine is an investment. It is a tool. It is something you will have for years and years and years. But an embossing folder is relatively inexpensive. It'll last you a lifetime and is the gift that just keeps on giving. Isn't that beautiful? So I went here. Now I'm going to go this way. And you don't have to take a full sheet of paper to do this if you want to index your embossing folders. Just a little piece will, and you can run them both through at the same time. One this way. Well, let's do that. Let me do this one first. So let's send this on through and see what it looks like. It should be different than the one we just did. Whether it's enough different, I don't know. Oh, it sure is. So now all my petals are debossed down versus all my petals being embossed up. And I could have taken just a small little piece like this. And just for my own indexing, so I know what's what, I could have just put them right in there like that, one upside down, one right side up, close it. I could write on the back of it, emboss, deboss, send them on through. And that way I can keep them with my embossing folders so I know which way is what. And maybe sometimes you want that debossed look, and maybe other times you want that embossed look. And something as quick and easy as that, added to where you store them, can make all the difference. Oh yeah, there I'm debossed. Oh yeah, here I'm embossed. There's the difference between the two. So far, we've done our beautiful butterfly. Yum. We've done our Cosmos bouquet. Let's keep going. Our next is Peony Blooms. And how about we do that in maybe a silver? Maybe a silver? Send it through this way. And I don't have to roll back and forth. It's just a one roll. Get it over the hump. Away it goes. Oh my gosh, these are just, they're absolutely stunning. So I went in like this. Now I'm going to grab this one and go upside down, just so we have apples to apples and you see both sides. So embossed, debossed. Are you getting the feel for what embossed versus debossed means? It changes the look a little bit. If you're going to ink them, it changes the look dramatically. And then the last one I'm going to do is Lovely Lilies. And let's see what Lovely Lilies look like. Maybe this one will do in a, do we have a pretty marigold? Oh, I have a mirror rose gold. So these are the 4 new 3D embossing folders from Creative Expressions. They always do such a beautiful job with their 3D embossing folders. And again, it's a tool. It's something that you're going to add to your collection of crafty goodness that you're going to be able to go back to and use again and again and again. You can already see that's going to be pretty. Oh, love pretty. And with just some simple paper and your embossing folder, you've added depth and you've added texture and you've added elegance to whatever it is you're creating, whether it be a card or a layout or mixed media or altered art. I mean, look at that. And this might be the best one to show you the debossed, actually. So this way, and let's roll it. I think this might be a good one to show, that shows the debossed the best. So just like paper has 2 sides, your embossing folder has 2 sides. So keep that in mind when you're using it. Sometimes the back side looks better than the front side for whatever you're working on. You never want to forget that you've got the option to flip it around. Yeah, see? This one you can clearly see is now debossed in versus pushed up. They're lovely. They're affordable. They last you a lifetime. And they're in styles that will never go out of style because flowers are always pretty. Do you have to use the entire embossing folder? Heavens no. You can cut just strips out of it. You can just use elements of the embossing folder. The beautiful thing, yeah, you could just use this on something. The beautiful thing is they've given you a nice size that you've got an option to play with what you want to keep and what you don't. I could just keep this piece right here. Just keep that and put that on a card or a layout. Absolutely. So 3D embossing folders, affordable, universal in crafting, can be used on every type of a mixed media, altered art, scrapbooking page, card making, goes across every genre, and is a tool, a really wonderful tool that you keep forever and ever and ever. All right, moving on. Let's move into the Lumiere paint. So Lumiere paint I did a couple weeks ago. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because I'm not going to use the machine. The Lumiere paint I did a little while ago, and Lumiere is a beautiful, beautiful metallic paint that is water soluble, but highly, highly pigmented. And it's by Jacquard, which is a fine art manufacturer. Now, fine art doesn't necessarily mean your talent. Fine art just means the quality of the product that you're buying. So Jacquard really prides itself on highly pigmented product, which means when something's so pigmented, you use less because it contains so much color. If you had a paint that was diluted with a lot of white, the pigment was diluted. They filled up the color instead of, it's kind of like, what's that commercial for laundry detergent? Don't pay for water. I can't remember whose commercial that is. Don't pay for water. They show a jug and it's like, this much is the cleaner and this much is the water. Well, that's kind of like Jacquard. You're not paying for the water or just a diluted paint. You're paying for pigmented. So less means more. You're actually going to have this last so much longer than something that might be, I don't know, 20% cheaper, maybe, because this has so much more pigment. So they have brought out 4 new colors, and we're the first to have them. And they are planetarian type colors. We've got Jupiter, we've got Neptune, we've got Saturn, and we've got Mercury. So 4 new colors. Can you see what I see? This one, it looks like it has a little blue in it, right? And this one looks like it has a little pink and a little gold there and a little green. Can you see what I see in these? Amazing. And then we brought in their Super Sparkle. Who doesn't love Super Sparkle? I mean, hello, wahoo kachoo. Even on cold meds, I love Super Sparkle. So Lumiere paints can work on white and dark colors. I will tell you that these, we're going to show them on white and I'm going to show them on black. These are the new colors. Super Sparkle's been out there, but we've never carried it before. So we made this as our I Want It All bundle, and the price is amazing. So let's open them up and play with them just a little bit. And I'm going to paint with them just so you can see them on different colors. So let's start with some white. And let's start with Mercury. Now they're thick and they're creamy. They can be diluted with water. Just want to get my paintbrush a little wet. And all of them have a gray tone to them. So we're going to go Mercury first. And then let's go to Saturn. Now, if you ask me what order the planets are in right now, I could not tell you. Oh no, I would not be good at trivia right now. Oh my gosh, see, look at that. Creamy, beautiful paint that goes on everything. You can paint glass, fabric, wood, paper, metal. And because it's by a fine art quality manufacturer, that has everything to do with the quality of the product, not the skill level of the person using it. You always want to start with the best quality of something if you can. That's just going to give you a better outcome, even if you're a beginner. And honestly, I found that a lot of, let's see, this is Jupiter. I have found that a lot of fine art quality product is less expensive than something that came out of the scrapbooking, paper crafting industry. Or the price is comparable, yet the quality is better. So you see the green and the pink and the gold. Let's do the last one. These make my heart happy. And when I saw them from Jacquard, when Asher first showed them to me, I was like, oh, sign me up. Yum. So yes, you can paint with them. They dry very, very quickly because it is an acrylic type paint, so you can almost feel like it's got a little coating to it. It's an acrylic type base paint. You can add water to it and thin it down. Well, let's leave that off. Okay, so I've done the 4 colors that are new. And then let's do super sparkle. I want to, every time I say it, I want to go super sparkle. But I won't. Although I just did super sparkle. Love sparkle. You should have seen my shoes at Creative World. I wore sparkly shoes at Creative World. Now, can they be blended with other colors? Yes, absolutely they can be. Lumiere paints are meant to be blended with other colors. Oh, so that looks nice there. But wait. Let's grab some black paper, shall we? And we'll do them in the exact same order we just did. I showed some shoes. They had painted some high tops in Lumiere paint. They were done in Beauty and the Beast. And my gosh, they were brilliant. That was in a video from Creative World. So, I mean, leather, wood, glass, paper, just about anything, fabric. So I started with Mercury. Now, it's not an interference. An interference is when a color is one color on one paper and a different color on another, and you roll it back and forth and you kind of see that color play through it, almost like a transparent color that has a rolling color that plays through it. This is a solid color all the way through. But look at the difference on white to black. And it doesn't have to be black paper. It can be any dark paper. Then we come in. And this is our Saturn. And again, our Saturn over here. So you have apples to apples, black to white. And because it's so highly pigmented, you use very little. This is a I Last a Long Time product. Ooh, see, isn't that beautiful? And yes, you can thin it down if you need to, if you want to. Absolutely, you can thin it down with water. So now we are apples to apples. That one is Jupiter. Don't know how they decided which planets. This one's Neptune. And dry. You think it's going to take a long time for these to dry. It doesn't. It's almost instantaneous. Dry. Pretty. So these are completely different from the colors we have ever offered before. Totally new, different. In fact, this is the worldwide global launch for these colors. And then Super Sparkle. which has almost like a little texture to it. But when it dries, it's got this look at how highly pearlescent that is. Just yum. I mean, look at the coverage on black paper. So these are your worldwide launch, and this is a color we've never had before. And yet you can mix and match. You can blend. You can make them into more than just a green, purple, gold, blue type of paint. Absolutely. You can start to mix and make them into what you want and blend them out and then have them dry instantaneously. Let's see what happens if we put them on maybe a blue paper. So let's start with our Mercury. And then we'll go to our Saturn. And I'm just using a baby wipe to clean my brush. And then we'll go into our Jupiter. And I'm just taking from the lids. Our Neptune. And our Super Sparkle. So it doesn't have to be just on black. It can be on any dark paper if you want the most brilliance out of the color. The depth of the color is always going to be more on a darker paper than a white. But if you're looking to add a little color to white paper and have that beautiful undertow of the blue or the gold, that purpley pink or green, then it's great on white too. It just depends upon what you're doing with it. You choose. And when you're getting so much in a bottle, it is going to last you quite some time. You do want to seal it up really well. You're always going to want to shake it a little bit before you get started. And it may get a little thick. Just give it a really, really good shake and it will thin itself out without question. Okay, love these. So, now we've talked about Lumiere paints, and I brought out some of the original colors. And we'll put I think we launched 12 colors. I'll put them back up on this YouTube so you can see. These are the original 12 colors that we did. Lumiere has oodles of colors. We're slowly working our way into them. And many of you already have this product. So if you love the new planetary colors, easy peasy. And for those of you who have never seen this product, you can't ask for simpler to use. You really can't. You want to paint just black paper, let it dry, and then start to die cut out flowers and butterflies and ladybugs and dragonflies, and you choose. This is a duo color. So these are slightly older colors that we've done before. And you can see the duo in this one. It's got kind of a goldy green blue. Right? Yum. And then here I've brought out an interference as well. Just so you can see what the interference looks like. And they call it a highlight. So that highlight is definitely different than the new planetary colors. So we have, I think, 12 of the older colors, and then 4 brand new global launch, and 1 new color to us in the Super Sparkle. But boy, are they ever so pretty. Let's see, what if I took a little bit of, maybe a little bit of my green. And threw in maybe a little bit of my Jupiter. And made it more than what it was. You can make your own duo colors doing that. Wow. What if I took maybe a little bit of my pink? So while they may be a fine art product, they're forgiving. They're easy to use. You can't make mud with them. And you could just paint a beautiful piece of paper and start to die cut. You could paint a beautiful piece of paper and stamp on top. You could paint a beautiful piece of paper and use it in your journaling. It's all up to you how far you want to take it. And we're going to move them a little bit further. Let me just play with that pink for a minute. A little bit of pink. And then, what if we tried some just kind of moved it right on in there with it to make a total duo color. They're beautiful and they're easy. What if I want to take a little bit of this one? Throw that in there and get a little blue going on in there. So you have options when it comes to Lumiere paint. There's definitely no right and there's no wrong and there's no mistakes. It's all about deciding that you want to try, that you want to let your imagination go a little crazy and you want to play mad scientist and see what you can create. Look at that, it's almost dry. Really beautiful. So the latest and greatest colors on multiple surfaces or multiple colored surfaces. Excuse me. All right, so now we've played with Lumiere a little bit. I'm going to come back to all of these. But I thought it best to walk through them all and then come back and play with them together. So far, Yum. We've had a good time with the embossing folders. Yay. Whether we embossed or we debossed, we're using Sizzix opulent paper, and I'll put it on sale. If you don't have opulent paper, you just don't know what you're missing. So we did that, and we've played with the Lumiere. Now it's time to talk about the Sizzix product. So let's roll into that. Now, Sizzix has come out with new tools, and they're not for die cutting. These are all-purpose tools. They've got 3 new sets. And they all interchange within each other. So this one has got a brayer and palette knives. This one is more of a cutting set, so you've got a distressor, you've got an X-Acto blade, and you've got this crazy little zoop to cut paper, especially if you're talking about like tissue paper, wrapping paper, rice paper. And then you've got almost like a detail set. Don't know what they're calling these. Intricate craft tool set, okay? Sizzix Surfaces craft tool set, okay? And Sizzix Effects, okay, so I get it. The effects is more for things of pastes and waxes and hello, Lumiere. I get it, Sizzix Effects. And then we have Sizzix Surfaces, because these are all cutting, so cutting your opulent or distressing your opulent. I get it. And then intricate tools, so your little bead picker-uppers and your little rubber to erase if you've got extra residue from glue. So let's take a look at them, and let me show you kind of how they work. So 3 different sets, totally interchangeable to each other. Each set comes with their own base, so their own handle. Every set comes with their own. So if you just get one set, you don't have to worry about not having a handle. And if you have all 3 sets, well, then you've got opportunities to mix and match all around. Each set comes with their own little cap. Guess that's what I'd call it, kind of a cappy thing. And then from that point on, that's where each set is different. This one here, which is they're calling their intricate, it comes with this little tool. Now many of you know this. So you put it in and you turn it. Many of you may know this as an easy way to pick up all your bling and your rhinestones. That's what this little piece does right here. And when it stops, you just wipe it down and it dries off and it starts again. But now you've got it in a Sizzix form. Here you've got a little movers, kind of lifts things up, get underneath to pick something up, move something around, separate things out. Easy to do. And then the last one in this one is probably one of my favorites. This is just a little eraser, and it seems so simple. It's like, yeah, but my gosh, what this does. This, if you've got a little bit of extra glue somewhere, you use the eraser to take it off. If you've got sticky dots where you don't want them, you use the eraser to take it off. If you need to, you have a brand new stamp set and you want to get some of that residue off as opposed to stamping off, you just eraser it off. It's a great little tool to have. So this is our set. This is the intricate set, I believe. Then we have the effects set. So it's got a brayer. You just put it in, turn to lock, and now you've got yourself a lovely brayer, along with 2 palette knives. And the palette knives are flexible without being flimsy. That's important. Not all palette knives are made the same. Some palette knives are so inexpensive that they are so flimsy and flexible that when you go to move things, it just kind of blah. So this is, can you make that sound? Blah. Good luck with that. This has got the flexibility that you're going to want with the stability in the arm here, in the neck piece right here. That's going to hold the shape of the palette without it just it's got to have some support. It's got to have flexibility here, but support here. So this neck is a really important tool. And when you're looking at palette knives, you want to do that. It also has a little place for your thumb. I know that doesn't seem like much until you're trying to move things along. It just makes it easier. And they've given it to you in 2 different sizes. And it just clicks into place. They've given some real thought about how a crafter would use these tools. Are they revolutionary tools? No, I don't think so. Are they really good tools? Yes, they are. Then we come over here, which is your surfaces set. And this is all about the paper. So here we've got this little guy. Clicks right in and you're like, what does that do? Well, it's kind of a cool little tool. It distresses your paper for you. I know Tim Holtz has a distressor. I know a few companies who have a distressor. But it kind of distresses your edges for you. And you've got the different angles to make it easy to utilize. And it's not just one tool. Then you move along. And you got this little gizmo right here. And this little gizmo is all about cutting paper. Ta-da! Yep, there we go. Ta-da! So if you're doing wrapping paper, if you're doing tissue paper, if you're doing rice paper, this is an easy way to just zoom right through it without any problem. And then the last thing we have in here is your X-Acto blade. Oh, this is going to be painful. There we go. X-Acto blade. It's got a cover so you can be sure to be careful. And again, it's giving you the opportunity to go in there with a beautiful tool made by Ellison. You know Sizzix makes quality products. So these are their 3 new global launch toolkits. Are they revolutionary? No, they're not. I'm not going to say that they are. Are they well made? Yes, they are. So what is it that they're lacking? This is where Ellison goes, bump, bump, bump. And then of course you've got this little piece here that fits in, that just seals it up if you don't want to have any of these out. So what's this thing lacking? Storage. Man, they showed this to me and I said, nope, you don't have any storage for it. I need storage. And they're like, okay, I have to look up at you. Sorry. If my nose is running, don't tell me. Oh my gosh. So they showed me this stuff and I'm like, yeah, it's tools, big deal. Whatever. And then I started playing with the brayer and I'm like, the brayer's kind of nice. Okay, so the brayer's kind of nice. And then I started playing with the little palettes and I'm like, the little palettes are kind of nice because again, it's that neck piece. That neck piece that gives you the good support while having flexibility here. That's an important thing when you're using pastes and mediums and all sorts of, and you're putting glues down, all sorts of stuff like that. So when I started to play with them, I got a little bit of a better appreciation for them. But that didn't solve the fact that they don't have storage for them. So their response to me was, well, we have this cute little storage pouch and you can put them in a pouch. I'm like, a pouch? Who wants to put these in a pouch? It's one of those that like tri-folds up, or the Tim Holtz one. Oh, did I have words about the Tim Holtz one? I don't know Tim very well. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that why, when you open the Tim Holtz pouch from Sizzix, you just throw everything in and everything falls to the bottom. Why did they not put little elastic so that you could put your items in and then they stay where they're supposed to be? Because the pouch is kind of big and when you put these in there, they just all haphazardly fall over the place. And then they have their little trifold pouch. I'm like, Who wants a tri-fold pouch? These need to be kept on your desk every day. You want them on your craft table. You want them ready to use. You want a go-to storage solution. They're like, well, yeah, that's true. We would like that, but we don't have that. And we're not going to have that probably in 2023. But we have these tools and we really like them. I'm like, okay, well, I do like the tools. So how are we going to solve this? Because I need to bring you storage solution. Just to have them on your desk like this, in this form on the tray, does not work for me. So then I thought, I remember Ozzy Andrew. Everybody came out with these little things all at the same time. I think Ozzy Andrew had them before Hero Arts, and I'm trying to think who else had them. I know Ozzy Andrew had them before anybody else that I was aware of. And the girls love these. But it's not a Sizzix tool. It's not manufactured by Sizzix. They don't have it. But it works. So I went back to Sizzix and I said, I'd like to use your tools. I have a YouTube where I think I could really show them off. But I need storage. Then I called Ozzy Andrew. I said, I really would like to use your storage. I've got some tools that you don't have that I'd really like to show in your storage. And then I said, I need something from the both of you. Make it work. So I negotiated with Ellison and I negotiated with Couture Creations so that we can pretty much give you this item for free. So not only are we going to put these on sale, but we're going to throw in the storage, which I believe everybody's selling it for like $14.99. We're going to include it for free because we were able to get all three parties to come to a meeting of the minds that Stacy needs storage. Ellison would have given it to me if they could have. If they had their own storage like this, they would have shown it to me. And Ozzy Andrew doesn't quite have these tools the way these are made and in the format that they're done. Otherwise, he would have shown them to me. But they each had amazing elements in their own respective companies that when it came together, it makes sense. So what does this do if you haven't seen it yet? Oh, wait. Can you buy this on its own? No. It's coming free with the I Want It All. Ready? Put my glasses back on. And I have two colors. You don't get to pick your color. We just don't have it in us to be able to do that for you. You get what you get. It's free. You're getting a smoking hot price on the tools. So I've got two colors. I've got the purple and I've got the mint, which is funny because this is very much an Ellison color. Don't you think? Hello, just saying. So if you were to buy two sets, we'll do our very best to make sure you get one of each color. So if you and your friend want to go in and get two sets on the same order, I'll do my very, very best to make sure that you get one of each color, and that way you two can decide from between yourselves. So what does this do? Well, this is a very clever little silicone tool. Did not come from the crafting industry. This I am sure. Probably came from the makeup industry for holding your makeup brushes. The base is plastic. This is a piece of molded silicone that fits right on in. I told Ellison if I were them, I would do it a little differently. Don't know if they're going to take my suggestion or not, but the beautiful thing is everything just kind of fits right on in. All these little spaces will expand and open so that you can stick all your little tools right on in. Isn't that just a happy little day? I like it. Look, Ma, and they don't move. So, I think you need to have this on your desk. so that you can at any time, however you coordinate these up, however you put them in there, whatever else you add, because you can add. Look at that, holds the scissors beautifully. Look at that, I know. I mean, do you see how much you can fill this thing up with? Tweezers, yes please. Sure, you can hold your tweezers, absolutely. Need to hold some paintbrushes? Sure, hold your paintbrushes. Look at, I mean, amazing, right? So I had to have this so that you could have storage options for your new tools. You want to have them out on your desk every moment of every crafty day because you never know when you're going to need to grab for it. It should just be something that sits there with your tweezers, with your scissors, with your brayer, and everything just fits. Think about all the things you can use this with. So, with the I Want It All on the tools from Sizzix, we're going to include, we've already got these on sale. We've put these on sale. But then we're going to include the bonus storage unit from Couture Creations. Now, you can just get one set if you just want this is the surfaces set, or if you just want the effects set. Absolutely. It just won't come with the storage caddy. I just really think it's cool. And I know that most manufacturers are getting around $14, $15 for them. And I think it's a really great free gift for you because you're going to need storage somehow to keep everything together and in place. That way you're not opening up a pouch to go dig through. You don't want to dig through, you want to use it. So those are the 3 global launches I have for you. I have the Lumiere paints. I have the embossing folders. And I have the Sizzix tools with a bonus little caddy for you. That's the first time I've ever negotiated between 2 different manufacturers to get one thing done. That was my first attempt. I think it worked out well. I'm pretty happy with it. I may do that again if I have another manufacturer who has something that I want but is lacking in the storage department. I think I might do that again. I think that was a really good, and look at everything just fits. Okay, so let's play. Now that you've seen all the different global launches, let's play with them. So, embossing folders. Pretty. Let's see, which one do I want to start with? How about we start with this one? And what if I take my brayer, lock it right in place. Ooh, what are you thinking? I agree with you. And what if I take maybe my pinks? Now less is more here. And I'm actually going to bring over, I could put it right on my craft mat and pick it up from my craft mat. Or we're going to be using a gel plate a little bit later. And this is, your gel plate doesn't start like this, but it should end up like this. This is a very loved gel plate. They start completely clear. But I'm just going to put a little bit on my gel plate. And zoop. So I've got a little bit on my gel plate right here. I'm just going to kind of pick some up with my brayer. So it's not an ink pad. The Lumiere paint doesn't come in an ink pad. That means I can't take an ink pad and go psh, 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 like we normally would. But I can take a brayer and work it in with a brayer. I'm going to kind of go in a couple different directions. Okay. Grab some black paper. And then because this is going to dry pretty quickly on my embossing folder, I may just give it a little spritz of water. Now, not part of one of the tools that Ellis and Sizzix came up with was a mister. The mister I'm using is a turbo mister from Couture Creations. It is the best mister I have ever used. So I've got it sealed up, and let's see what happens. Maybe I added too much water, maybe I didn't. I did both sides of my embossing folder because maybe I like one side more than the other once I'm done. And I'm going to send it on through. Yeah, maybe not enough on the back side. So I like this side better. What do you think? I think that's beautiful, and it's dry. So maybe we add another color. So I've got that one on there already. Let me cut up some black paper. And maybe we add some of the gold. So I want my Mercury, my Saturn, my Neptune, my Super Sparkle, and I think this is my Jupiter. So just a little bit, a little drop will do you. I can always come back and add more. I'm not even going to bother to clean my brayer. And away we go. And then maybe just a little spritz of water. Spritz, spritz. Close it up and let's see what we get on this one. Send it on through. Oh yeah, that's getting better. Oh, so now we've got multiple colors going. Look at how pretty is that. Now you've got the gold and the purple. So pretty. let's take another color. How about the green? That's the mercury. A little drop of color. Ooh, too much color. And I'm not cleaning anything, I'm just adding 2. So all I'm doing is adding 2. Right over the top of my embossing folder. All right, let's see what we get. I think I got a little bit too much on this one. But you always have 2 sides, and these aren't meant to be perfect. Crafting is not perfect. They're meant to be pretty and unique and different, and no 2 will be the same. And it's an awesome way to use black paper and your embossing folders and sit there and make background after background after background. Think about doing that and then taking it over to your crafty friend's house or church or Girl Scouts. And they have all these beautiful backgrounds to choose from. And then they can make what they want with them. So this is super easy to do. What if I took my butterfly and let's cut some paper in half. And let's take and maybe grab some of that pinky color, because I still have some there. And kind of brayer the 2 of them together. So could you do this with inks? Yes, inks come in an ink pad, so you could rub the ink pad all the way around it. This is a paint, so you have to use something to get it on. I think I let it set too long. A little bit more down. I think I let it set just a little bit. A little dab will do ya. That's enough. All right, and then if I want to be sure, take a little bit of water, little mist, close it up, and let's see what we get. So with Lumiere paints, you get to be mad scientist. You get to sit there and mix and blend and make all the different types of combinations that you can based off of the colors that you've got. And you're not going to make mud because the colors are meant to work together. so pretty. Are they perfect? No. Are they meant to be perfect? No. If you want perfection, then you just run it through your embossing folder, run it through with your paper, and call it done. But when you can get something that looks like this, out of a few drops of some highly pigmented and yet inexpensive paint that lets you blend, man, it's pure magic is what it is, for sure. Now, let's try, shall we try this one? And maybe we take a little bit of, maybe we take a little bit of this. And go a little bit of color. And a little bit of this. And a little bit of color. I love having the opportunity to play. Are my hands gonna get a little inky? Yeah, okay. There's always gloves. Will one side tend to look better than the other? Yeah, depending on who you are. What one person thinks looks amazing on one side, the other's like, oh no, I'd rather have the other side. I like the other side better. What do I've got in there? The beautiful thing is you don't have to choose. Maybe just a little bit more. In fact, I'm gonna take it just straight from the side. I'm just gonna grab some straight from the side. Zoop. Right on my mat. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens. And I haven't cleaned my roller. I haven't cleaned my gel plate. Haven't cleaned my, well, I need to clean my fingers. Haven't cleaned my embossing folder. I just keep going and going and going. Maybe give it just a little bit of a spritz. Put it down. And send it through. Now, can you just do it with inks? Absolutely. And do I have beautiful samples for you with inks? Absolutely. But this is taking something to a little bit, a next level. This is making it a little bit more than what it was. And it's taking product that wasn't necessarily meant for paper crafting and utilizing it in a way that is beautiful at a price that's affordable. Not crazy about that side. Oh, but I love this side. Okay, so exactly. I'm not crazy about that side. But I am loving that side. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And it's got the greens, and it's got the golds, and it's got the blues, and it's got the pinks. It's beautiful. And you just sit there and you create until you like, oh my gosh, I can't do any more. I'm out of black paper. And again, it doesn't have to be black paper. It can be darker paper, any darker paper. And then we're left here with my my gel plate, which I suppose I could maybe give a little spritz, see if I can reactivate some of that. Maybe too much water? I'm known for too much water. I got some center. I didn't want to waste the paint. I got some center. And just go in and start making a crafty background with this. All right, time to move on. Now we are going to use the gel plate for its intended purpose. Go ahead and give it a little bit of a wipe down. And this gel press is from Couture Creations. It's a 5x7. It's, for me, the best size because it's not too big and it's not too small. There are oodles of gel presses out there. I know that some people will make their own. You know what? For the price, this is just easy and affordable and ready to go, and I'm good. So I'm not going to clean any more off. I'm going to let it be. And my brayer can get cleaned off if I want it to be, it just with water and brush it off. But I think I'm going to take a little bit of, maybe I clean these off. Let's clean this one off. So to get the paint, again, baby wipe. The paint isn't going to harm the plastic. It is a molded plastic. That's why embossing folders just last and last and last and last and last. One of the best investments you can make for crafting. And then let's see, let's cut some black paper so I have it. And let's take our Jupiter. And let's throw some Jupiter down. And let's give it a brayer. Now you don't want to brayer too much when you're using a gel press. Ultimately what happens is you start picking the paint right back up. So you want to get it where you want it, and then you want to leave it be. If I keep going over this and over this and over this, I'm going to end up picking paint up, and I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to lay paint down. Now I can take my embossing folder, and I can put my embossing folder directly into my gel press. Give a good press. Good press. And what's going to happen is where I've pressed, the ink has smooshed out of the way and it's left the impression of my embossing folder. Now I might need to give a little bit of water because it's going to dry pretty quickly. A little bit of a mist. I don't want too much because I don't want it all mushing together. I might have done that. And then paper straight down. Press. So we are basically mono printing. And then pull up. Lumiere paints are amazing for this technique. Amazing. So we did one side. Let's do the other. And let's do it in a different color. Let's grab our Mercury. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to let color build. Zoop. And I'm going to roll. I don't want to roll so much that I pick my paint back up. I just want to get my paint down, move it where it needs to be, and then I want to step away. And I can tell that I did this side because you can see the paint still there, not this one. So now I'm going to do the opposite side. Come in, and a good press. It's that press that's important because it's that press that is forcing, it's almost like this is a gush pad. The press is forcing that embossing folder into the jelly plate, making that paint move aside, leaving that impression. So you're kind of making the paint go gush out from where that impression is. Can you see the impression on there? And then maybe just a little bit of a mist. And let's see if I got it. Now the beautiful thing about this is it takes very little paint to do. And with this technique, you get a twofer. Slightly different because I use two different sides. I use the emboss and the deboss side. And you get a twofer. And you're like, but Stacy, you had to do it twice to get the twofer, so that's really not getting a twofer, is it? Oh, but it is. Wait, hold on. Hold on. So I've got these, but I also still have what's inside my embossing folder. Right? It's still there. Paint's still there. What am I going to do? Grab a piece of paper. Make sure I've got my, yeah, I'm good to go there. Give just a little bit of a mist. Maybe too much of a mist, but okay. Paper in. Close it up. Send it through. So maybe it's more like a thriple. Do you like that side? Or do you like this side? So I got 2 mono prints. And then I took the leftovers that were still in the embossing folder, misted them up. So maybe it is a thriple. I personally like this. To me, this is a little easier than putting it directly onto the embossing folder with a brayer. That way I get both of these that I can use at any time, but this seems to grab the color and hold the color so much better than going directly with a brayer. Let's do another one. We haven't played with this one yet, have we? I don't think so. So let's bring my gel plate and let's do a little bit of, maybe a little bit of green. I don't know. A little bit of green. I'm not cleaning my gel press. I'm just going to let it be. And maybe a little bit of gold. Piece of paper there, and let's brayer it. I think my green is gonna outdo my gold. I'm gonna add a little bit more. And this is my Jupiter. Just a touch, just a drop. Can you see how small that drop is? I don't want to brayer too much because it'll start picking up what I'm putting down. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And let's do this side first. I don't know which side is going to come out better. Lay it right in there. And press. Press, press, press. And when you think you're good, pull up. We'll see. Spritz. Lay down. Pull up. Nope, not so much on that one. Nope, not so much. All right, let's do it again on the other side. See what we get. Not so much. Maybe I add a little bit of, this. Let's try that. And let's try this one. It's all about being a mad scientist. Let's try the other side. And press, press, press. Okay. And up. Oh! Can you see that? Oh! Little spritz. I always worry I'm adding too much water. I smeared it. Just do it. Oh, that's pretty. Love that. Yeah, I wasn't so crazy about this one over here. I'm like, nah, I don't think so. We might do something. I wonder if I went back. Okay, what if I went back? What if I just happened to go back? Press, 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 press. Up. Spritz. What's the worst that can happen? We hate it. Yeah, still not right. Yeah. But I do love this one. So this you might use for a background for something, but I love that one. And then we have the thruple. So now we take and a little bit of water. My paper. And send it on through. And let's transfer what's still on the embossing folder. Okay, yay. Oh my gosh, the colors are beautiful. Or you have this one. You decide. And remember, by the time you trim off everything you're not going to use, that's all people see. That is so pretty. Remember, by the time you trim off everything you're not going to use, I almost hate to cut this one. That's what people are going to see. You got to get rid of the noise to know what you have. This one's just so pretty. Not my best diamond shape, but okay. I knew I didn't want to cut it. I shouldn't have cut it, but I did. Oh well. All right, let's try the butterfly one and see what we get when we press in. And let's add some pink to the mix. Cut my paper. Add some pink to the mix, maybe. That's a lot. And maybe that gold or the blue or the purple. I'm going with the blue. Maybe a spot. Too much? Maybe, I don't know. Good press all the way around. By making that impression, you're forcing that ink out. Hopefully I didn't smear it too much. A little, but that's okay. Let's see what we got. Think it's good to go? Oh, Stacy, just do it. Yeah, a little too wet. A little too wet. Maybe I'll just use this one. And pick up all that color. So it's trial and error. And mind you, once I get rid of the noise around the outside, I would absolutely still use this. It looks so much different once you get rid of all the peripheral paper around. Ooh, I knew that was going to be too much. Well, no guts, no glory. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. So most people use a gel plate for maybe hitting it with their stamps or taking bubble wrap or some kind of a texture and hitting it. So then you can do a mono print and pick up that definition. We're using our embossing folders just to add another element to an embossing folder. And some people may be, nope, I am not about the gel press. That's possible. I didn't get it wet. Rub, rub, rub. Peel up and off. And you're like, I don't know. That sure is pretty. And then we have all of this to play with. Give a light little mist. Psh, psh. Paper. And let's send it through and see what we get. So Lumiere paints, they are paints, but all paint is an ink. You can use them as if they were an ink. You can paint with them. You have your opportunities to blend with them. Okay, dreamy, dreamy. Dreamy. Which side do you like better? And I still have this to play with. That's just beautiful. And it really is hard to achieve unless you are using a paint. And not all metallic paints are made the same, not even close. So we went with the Lumiere because Jacquard makes a lovely product. They make a higher end, fine art quality product that is priced so that most can afford. And their 4 new colors are wonderful. Gosh, I didn't even play with the Super Sparkle. Let's do one more. Let's bring this one back and let's do one more with a Super Sparkle. So what colors do you want me to use? And I'll do Super Sparkle. Maybe a little bit of purple. Drop. And maybe a little bit of blue. Just a drop. And maybe a little bit of pink. Just a drop, although these are a little bit bigger than a drop, but that's okay. And then just a drop of Super Sparkle. And let's see what we get. It looks so nothing there. I think that's all I'm going to do. And then let's push in. Push, push, push. Force that paint out, out, out. And pull up. I don't know. I don't know. I think I made just a beautiful background without any definition. Yep, too dry. See, I didn't add any water, and see, it was just too dry. Let's do the other side. See if that comes out any better. This time I'll spritz with my water. Little purple. Little Super Sparkle. Let's do my other side. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Pull up. It's not as good as the one I did before, that's for sure. That one came out amazing. This one, I think maybe too much color. Too many different colors. Maybe too much is too much. But let's see what happens when I pull this off. So a little bit of a spritz. A little bit of a spritz. And let's see what happens when I pull this off. So for you, you may be all the way back at the beginning saying, can you please bring back that beautiful opulent paper again? That looked really nice when you just embossed it with the plain opulent paper. Those beautiful golds and silvers and that rose gold. Some of you may be saying, never played with a gel press before. Never inked up my embossing folder with paint before in a brayer. Might be something that I'm willing to give a try. If you have the embossing folder, and you have the paper, and you have the paint, why wouldn't you open yourself up to opportunities that might not have been there before? You already own the product. Oh, why wouldn't you just say, yeah, this side meh, that side Oh, okay, see, pretty. I think I like the jelly plate. Even if that's all I do is to get the ink onto my embossing folder, I like using the jelly plate to do that, even if I don't care about the other prints. My gosh, that's spectacular. Which side do you like better? Well, I'll tell you which side I like better. So even if all I do is use my gel plate to get the ink onto, the paint onto my embossing folders, as opposed to it going, do I have any more black paper? I think I'm out of black paper. One more sheet anywhere? Hello, I suppose I could use the back of this. Is it possible I've used up all my black paper? If I just take that beautiful gold, which is, the gold is the Jupiter. And I do this side. So that would look really good. That one looks good. Do a quick spritz. Wow, I went through a lot of black paper today, you guys. Pretty, but I have it on the one side that I want it on. And then let's do the super sparkle on the other side. A little bit of super sparkle. A little bit of blue. And brayer, brayer, brayer. Brayer will sit by itself. Let's grab this side and in. Press, press, press. I'm not even going to try and lift that. I'm not even going to bother. You think I can get 2 sheets of black paper through? Give a little bit of a mist and a little bit of a mist. I'm going to try 2 pieces of black paper because both of these have something on the other side. We'll see what happens. I guess it's going to be a very tight roll. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Almost to the end. Okay. Which do you like better? I didn't even care about pulling it off the gel plate with the paper. This is stunning. All right, so we definitely took a walk on a side that maybe is a little out of the box for you. Maybe something that you're like, gosh, that's pretty. I wouldn't know how to do that. Well, now you do. It's not hard. It's about playing mad scientist with product that maybe you didn't know about before. It's about taking something from another industry and utilizing it in our world, where you get the benefit of the amazing colors and the amazing quality. Mix it in with tools like embossing folders and brayers. Grab some of your paper and sit there and play. You could now make layouts, a mixed media album, junk journals. What do you want to do with all of this? You've got opportunity. That's what all of this is. It's opportunity. From the Lumiere paints to learning how to work with just a simple brayer, to being able to have something that then you can, so clean my brayer. You're like, you haven't cleaned it yet. I know, but look at how easy it cleans up. Clean my brayer. And poof, put it in there. Poof, put them in there. Taking things that are new to market, like the Sizzix tools, incorporating them with Lumiere paints have been around forever and ever and ever. They really have. They're not a new product to the market. The colors that we have, the 4 planetary colors, are new, but they've been around to the market for so long because they're that good. We just didn't know about them because they are in a different part of the crafty world, more fine art. But again, fine art is the quality of the product, not the level of the crafter. And when you can take something, where's that? There's a couple of these that are my absolute favorites. When you can take something and make it look just that good by inking something up and rolling it through a Big Shot machine. You want to have that available to you. You want those tools. You want that in your crafty stash. You saw how easily we painted with them. The colors blend. Grab. There we go. Doesn't have to be on black paper. Can be on dark paper. Can take them and blend your colors together. Love the 4 new colors. And they're completely different when placed against white. And they last, and they last, and they last. And then the embossing folders, which are another tool. Something that you buy once and you use for the rest of your crafty journey. Embossing folders are probably one of my most favorite things because they're simple and effective. Could I go in here and paint with my Lumiere? Sure, why couldn't I? I could paint with my Lumiere. Do I have a paintbrush? No, it's late. I've got to go, right? But I could go in there and I could paint with it. That's not my best paintbrush to paint with, but I certainly could. Is that a better paintbrush? No, I didn't bring a great paintbrush to paint, but I certainly could. I mean, why not, right? What's the worst that can happen? No, I don't know. Kind of like that too. What's the worst that can happen? I went in there with the blue. Oh, whole nother look. That's how usable and that's how amazing the functionality is on Lumiere paint. It just, there's nothing that you can't do. Oh, that makes my heart happy. So we played with a lot today. 3 global launches for 3 manufacturers. Yes, that's what it is. 3 launches for 3 manufacturers. I have the embossing folders from Creative Expressions. I have the Lumiere paint from Jacquard in the planetary colors and the super sparkle. Boy, do I know how to make a mess. And I have the tools from Sizzix, the 3 different sets of tools. 3 global launches, 3 different manufacturers who all played in the sandbox so well together. They just did. Okay, let me show you what's on sale. I have no idea how this class is going to be. I feel like I'm kind of having a slight out-of-the-body experience, but that's okay. So again, we've got the 3 sets of tools from Sizzix. You've got, close that up. You've got the effects set, which is what I was using today, that has the palette knives and the brayer. You have the intricate set, I believe is what they're calling it, that allows you to have the little bling picker-upper and the eraser and the little pusher, you know, to hold stuff down and move things around. You've got the surfaces set, which has the distressor. It has the blade that just absolutely slices through, and it has the X-Acto blade. And if you do the I Want It All, then you are going to get either the mint or the purple storage caddy to go with it. Or if there's just one you like better, pick the one that makes your heart happy. Then we have the Lumiere. So the 5-pack is always going to be your better value, the 5-pack, and then we will do them open stock. So we'll have them open stock in the new colors, and we'll put in the old colors, and they'll just be at your normal everyday price. Your best value is going to be on the bundles. So we'll add in the, I think it was 12 colors, 12, 13, 14 colors that we had originally, along with the new ones. So they'll be the regular price if you buy open stock, or in this bundle, it will be a value. This is where you're gonna get your biggest savings. And then the embossing folders. 4 new embossing folders, all 3D. Creative Expressions. We'll have the I Want It All bundle, and we'll put the open stock on sale. You pick the ones you like, although with all 4 of them, they are amazing. I don't know how you would choose. They're all stunning. And last but not least, we'll do some of the gel plates. So in case you don't have one, this is a great opportunity to pick one up on sale. There's so much that can be done with gel printing. And if you have the opportunity to look at YouTubes for gel printing, I think that you will find it will broaden your horizons immensely. It will take the fear out of paint. It really, really will. Okay, gotta get a drink. All right, samples. I have got so many samples to go through. So here you've got the gel printing on the background, and then these were fussy cut out of the embossing folder. How beautiful is that? Embossing folder, Lumiere. How pretty is this? Here we've come in, hand colored. Got the shimmer and the shine over the top. And then remember how I said you can cut them up? There you go. So this is the butterfly embossing folder. Just taking elements from it. And look at how magical is that. Love that. And just a simple mono printing. Simple, soft background. Yay. Gorgeous, right? Mono printing. So it's flat, no embossing. It's using the gel press. Hooray. I have to see which way this one goes. This way, thank you. How pretty is that? So there is no right and there is no wrong to these. And if it gets a little bit over here and a little bit over there, that's the way they're supposed to be. Done with inks. How simple this is. Again, just the softest of backgrounds with the butterflies. Just the softest of backgrounds with the butterflies. That's stunning. I wish the camera could pick them up in real life. When you come into the store and you see them, everybody always says, they look so much better here than on camera. I know. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the Lumiere paints or the embossing folder. Look at this is just a, this was just a leftover. Pulled it up, got some of it, didn't get some of it, but look at how stunning is that card. You would think to throw this piece away. Not a chance. Not a chance. Ooh, big card. Big card. I'm only halfway through with samples. You're like, what? Yes. Okay, so wait a minute. I want to mix them together. Okay. Done with the gel plate. Right? Hand colored. Inked. And when I say hand colored, you can either take colored pencils or a little Q-tip and go in there, hand colored. Lumiere and embossed. Lumiere, gel printed, embossed, and then fussy cut out. Look at how that background just, it's there, but it's not until you start moving it. And look at this one. Man, is that stunning. And I don't know who wouldn't have a happy birthday if they got this. With that Lumiere paint just in the little crevices, the little crannies, the nooks and crannies. Look at that. And here, okay, you saw this one, right? This one has been fussy cut out. All those little flowers and then arranged in a wreath. And here, look at how clever is this. Again, just using pieces. You like to do alcohol inks? Absolutely. They're not perfect. They're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be your art. And that's just what this is. It gives you the freedom to just let it be. All done monoprinting with the gel plate. So you tell me, are you loving the embossing folders? Are you loving the Lumiere paint? Are you excited about the new tools from Sizzix? What do you see enhancing your crafty time? What do you see as, I really want to do that. I really, really want to do that. So pretty. Told you I had oodles and oodles of samples. Just embossed. Celebrate. So I love this card right here. It's a monoprint. Can't really tell what it is. I see that there's floral on there, but I just love the colors. I love everything about this card, and yet it's not specific to anything. And last but not least, big card. All right, you guys. Well, we made it through. I can feel that I'm starting to wane a little bit. My cold medicine might be wearing off, but thank you for being with me today. Thank you for dealing with all of this, and I hope you see the value in what each of these manufacturers brought to the table today, and how by taking each one of them and not only showing you how to use them just on their own, but how they work and intertwine with each other. The whole is better than the sum. Is that what it is? The whole is better than the sum. I think that they lend themselves to each other so beautifully. I do. And we're thankful to have each of them as a global launch for each company. Jacquard, Creative Expressions, and Sizzix. So normally I would be telling you if you want to find this at your local independent retailer, you will be able to get it there eventually. Right now it is exclusive here to us, and we're so grateful for that opportunity. We don't get it all the time, and the planets, literally, the planets lined up. We have Mercury and Saturn and Neptune, and I want to say the other one was Jupiter. The planets lined up today to where we could bring all three of them to you. And I just knew when I saw each of them individually, because that's how I see it. 3 manufacturers don't come see me all at the same time. But when I saw all three of them individually, I thought to myself, I think this would work. And I hope you agree. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Ready to go take a nap, a shower, and call it a day. I hope you had a great time. Shop with us online. Come visit us in store. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 till 6. We're in sunny California, in Canyon Country, California, in the Taco Bell Plaza. And the next time I see you will be for Make It Monday, where we will be featuring Penny Black. It's well over $90, maybe well over $100 of Penny Black for $19.99. That's on Monday. Hopefully I'm better by then. Until then, you guys have a super weekend, and thank you for your continued support and understanding. So sorry. All right, you guys, bye.